Hi, I'm Kenzie, and this is A Dancing Nerd Reads. Today I'm going to be talking about my favorite indie romance authors. First up, I'm going to talk about Louisa Masters. Now, the first series that I read from her was the Hidden Species series. The first one of which is Demons Do It Better. The next one is One Bite with a Vampire, then Hijinks with a Hellhound, and then Sorcerers Always Satisfy. Now, the next kind of series that kind of carries on from the Hidden Species series is Here Be Dragons, starting with Dragon Ever After, then The Professor's Dragon, then The Dragon Experiment, and then Conspiracy of Dragons. Now, the next one does tie in, the last one does tie into Here Be Dragons, but it's kind of a side series that's kind of connected to the demon in Demons Do It Better. And that series is called Demon-in-Law. The first one is Asher. Then the next one is Micah. And then the last one is Zachary. The next series that I'm going to talk about is set in a different world than the other three series that I just talked about. The first one is Ghostly Guardians, starting with Spirited Situation, then Vortex Conundrum, then Conduit Crisis, then Gateway Catastrophe. Then the next series comes a few years after the end of Ghostly Guardians, and that is The Collective. The first book being Hired Demon, the second one being Demon Hunter. Now, I'm not quite sure if there's going to be another book in this series or not, as I haven't read Demon Hunter yet. Louisa Masters also wrote a book in each of the Franklin U and Franklin U2 series. That is a series of 8 books each that 8 different authors wrote. Now, Louisa Masters' books in the Franklin U series was Mr. Romance, which was released 3rd. In Franklin U2, her book was called Batting Style, and that was also released 3rd. There are 2 other authors that I'm going to be talking about today that each submitted a book to both Franklin U and Franklin U2. Those 2 authors are Saxon James and Ian Finley. The Saxon James books are The Dating Disaster, which was released 2nd in Franklin U. In Franklin U2, Saxon released A Stealthy Situation, which was released 2nd of the 8. Eden Finley in Franklin U was the 8th with Football Royalty, and Eden's also was 8th for Franklin U2 and wrote Twinsincerely Yours. Now, next, I'm going to talk to you about actually a couple series that are co-written by Ian Finley and Saxon James. The first one being CU Hockey. The first of which is Power Plays and Stray Days. The next one is Face-Offs and Cheap Shots. The third is Goal Lines and First Times, which is my favorite in the series. The fourth is Line Mates and Study Dates. The fifth of the CU Hockey series is Puck Drills and Quick Thrills. And then a follow-up series is Puck Boys, which starts with Egotistical Puck Boy, then Irresponsible Puck Boy, then Shameless Puck Boy, then Foolish Puck Boy, then Clueless Puck Boy, then Bromantic Puck Boy, then Forbidden Puck Boy, and the last one releases on March 27th, which is Possessive Puck Boy, but there could be more. It's kind of a ongoing series. The first series that I'm going to talk about that was written solely by Saxon James is Frat Wars. Now, the first one is King of Thieves, then Master of Mayhem, then Presidential Chaos. Now, there is a fourth kind of prequel book, but is recommended that you read it fourth, and that is Royal Scandal, which releases on February 12th. And then another Saxon James series is Accidental Love. The first one being The Husband Hoax. The next one being Not Dating Material. Then The Revenge Agenda. Then Just Romantically Invested. And then Not Catching Love, which just released. And then another one by Saxon James is the Divorced Men's Club. The first one being Roommate Arrangement. Then Platonic Rulebook. Then Budding Attraction. Then Employing Patience. Then System Overload. Then Forgotten Romance. And then next I'm going to talk about series that are solely written by Ian Finley. The first one, which is the one that I first read, is Fake Boyfriends. The first one being Fake Out. The next one being Trick Play. Then Deke. Then Blindsided. Then Hat Trick. The next series kind of spins off from Hat Trick, and that's the Famous series. The first one being Pop Star, then Spotlight, then Fandom, then Encore. Now, the next series, Mike Bravo Ops, kind of spins off from Pop Star. The first one being Iris, the next one being Rogue, then Atlas, and lastly Zeus. Now, there's another series that Ian Finley just started called King Sports. The first one being The Backup Plan. That one is connected to the Fake Boyfriend series in that King Sports is a sports agency business that was founded by Damon King, who is one of the main love interests of Fake Out. Now, another favorite of mine is Stella Rainbow. Now, I've already made a list to all of the Stella Rainbow books, which I will leave a link to in the description below. So another author that I really like is C.E. Reedsey. First, I'm going to talk about Iced Out, then Caught Stealing. Those two I've read, and they're from the Lexington U series. Now, there is a third in the series that I have. There's a third one is out, and a fourth which is scheduled to be released potentially in July. I've not read the third book yet, which is Fair Catch, but I do plan to. And the last author I'm going to talk about today is K.M. Newhold. Now, I have a lot of series that I liked from her. And let's just start. The first one that I'm going to talk about is Heathens Inc., which starts with Rescue Me, then Going Commando, then From Ashes, then Shattered Pieces, then Inked in Vegas, then Flash Me. Now, a spin-off series called Inked is Unraveled, Uncomplicated, and Unexpected. Now, I've read all of these except for Unexpected, which I plan to do this month. Now, the next one that I'm going to talk about is Four Bears Construction. The first one being Cocky, then Nailed, then Hardwood, then Screwed, then Stud, then Stripped, then Drilled, and then Handy comes out February 3rd, which I believe is going to be when this video releases. Now, the next one I'm going to talk about is Perfect Boys. The first one being Pretty Boy, then Brave Boy, then Stubborn Boys. The last series that I'm going to talk about is called Mafia Bound, which is a dark romance mafia series. I've read Deadly Little Sparrow, and then I plan to read Beautifully Savage Butterfly. And yeah, those are some of my favorite author recs in the indie queer romance genre. See you guys in the next video. Bye.